What's the easiest choice you can make? Window instead of middle seat? Picking a vendor who sends a great gift basket? Outsourcing business tasks you hate? What about selling with Shopify? Whether you're selling a little or a lot, Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit a million orders stage. Shopify's there to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell. Wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/try.
Hashtag no music, no intro. Oh my goodness, technology. It is something else. Saints Block Party Podcast. We are back already doing the quick Thursday night football preview podcast. Saints taking on the Denver Broncos on Thursday night football. Sean Payton's return. Spencer Rattler gets another start. The Saints are like injuries or just putting it lightly. So this will be a quick preview pod. Make sure if you're watching, listening to this preview pod on YouTube, you go back and you listen to our recap pod that we did for the Bucks game. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Again, sorry about the technical issues that arose. Have no idea why they popped up. I have no idea. But anyway, we're here. And the Saints are just like a gift that keeps giving, Ryan. And they sit at 2-4. They've lost 4 straight. Mickey Loomis goes on WWL, talk about Gay Bear. I didn't listen to it. I was just following the tweets of Captain Terrell. And if you just follow what he said in that interview, you really understand why the Saints are where they have been for the last 3 years. It makes perfect sense.
Yep. 100%, man. I just read that and I'm just like, just a loser organization. Just loser organization, no backbone, no
pussy.
No accountability. Pussified. Just a pussified organization. It's just talking about tackling, talking about the off season, condensed off season, blah 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 blah.
Every
excuses.
Every excuse, bruh. This man's still talking about it's easy to look at like the wins and losses and the records. Yes, because how are you judging the NFL, motherfucker?
Take the holistic approach, you know?
That's like saying if you are an employee at a business or a company and you are continually a below meets expectation, that company could be like, well, you are below meets, but I gotta look at the whole picture. I gotta look at the whole employee.
Or if you're a business and like for 3 years you've had negative profits and you're like, look, I know we're losing money, but you got to look at the whole picture. Like, we're a functioning business right here. What the good organizations do, that's what killed me. You say when you talk about the good organizations, like the Saints are in that little square. Like,
delusional, niggas.
Delusional, bruh. Really delusional. He really think it's 2009, 2013, 14, and the Saints, just... No, bruh. Them days gone, bruh. The motherfucker that made that is about to
coming back
Thursday. Like that's gone, bro.
If he comes in there just making Bo Nix, who's not looked good, and he looks like a functional just quarterback, and he start tearing DA defense up, bruh.
I mean, the excuses are in place though, Adam. Like,
they always are, bro. There has
this off season injuries.
This off season as an excuse. You know who wasn't missing tackles on that? You know who wasn't missing tackles on Sunday who also works in this off season? The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, motherfucker. Like, what are
they was tackling that?
What are they?
Ravens tackling. I mean, a lot of other teams tackling. I guess they have a different off season. You know, maybe it's the heat. Maybe it's the heat because New Orleans weather. Oh, but they went out to California. Oh, okay, all right, whatever.
So season 1 of DA, it was the injuries, right? Then it was Pete Carmichael. It was he didn't have his quarterback. He didn't have his coaches in place. Last year, it was they got Derek Carr, but Pete Carmichael was still the offensive coordinator. Things that are completely out of the Saints' control. Oh wait, it wasn't. And then you get all the coaches that DA wants, or just really all the coaches that DA knows, besides the Clint Kubiak tree that came in. Get rid of Kish Rashard, get rid of Cody Burns, get rid of just everybody. Just bring in Joe Woods, just the whole crew. And yet it's always something, bruh. It's always something.
Always something.
Like someone tweeted this yesterday, like Robert Saleh got fired for less.
Way less. Way less.
I'm still in the tweet. I don't know who said it, but why can't DA be black, bro? Why can't he be black?
Can't be black. Got that nigga got out of here years ago, bro. Boy, be coaching linebackers or something.
Nigga be in the UFL with 26 and 50 coaching record. God.
26 and 50, Adam.
Can't look at the wins and losses, bro.
60 or 50? No, 50. It's
50, yeah. Can't look at the wins and losses, bro.
Nasty. That shit nasty. That mean over 75 games, and you only won 26 of them, bro. So you used to losing, like for DA, it's like, man, shit, just an L. Like, what's the big? Y'all tripping about? Why are y'all tripping?
And here's the thing that is very frustrating. We'll get to preview the game. We're gonna keep this from short. But here's the thing that makes it frustrating. Mickey could pull that stuff, and I apologize in advance for everyone. I'm having like the worst allergy attack as we're recording this right now, so bear with me. That the reasons he gave on that interview would work if the Saints were like an expansion team, or if we as fans had not experienced what like a functional head coach can do and what functional coaching does. Like that works had we not been spoiled for the last whatever it was, almost 20 plus years. Like that works. But like you trying to sell something to a fan base that knows what good football looks like, that knows what functional accountability and coaching looks like. And bro, I'm going to go to a tweet. It was Captain Terrell because she did a great job of kind of just tweeting through. And there was one that just blew me away, bro. Like this, he said this as a reason. So this is terrible audio podcast. Okay, so here it is. Loomis said they can't win games without beating ourselves, like tackling poorly and getting penalties. He said they have to solve the self-inflicted wounds. I quote tweeted that and I said, so all the things that are coaching. The self-inflicted wounds come from coaching. Captain Terrell said, I think I actually said that out loud to myself. Like, what? Right now.
And look, DA even said that himself. Like this, he did the whole "it's on me" spiel. Like, hey, it's things I gotta fix it, and I'm confident in my ability to fix it. Blah blah. It's like DA. This is your third year as a Saints head coach. This is your third year, bruh. And you still giving that same spiel about execution, not where it wants to be. He's got to fix it. It's on him, blah, 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 blah. We've heard this same spiel over and over and over and over and over and over again.
Can someone in the media ask them if you keep saying if it's on you, at some point, if it's not being fixed, then you should be the one that's being held accountable, right?
Hello? What is accountability? What is accountability? Accountability isn't just admitting that it's on you. Accountability is like, you failed. So you need somebody else to do this job because I failed to do the job.
And at this point, I don't know how many actual Dennis Allen apologists there still are. Like, I see a couple here and there, and then they get blocked. But like, for the most part, like, he got to go. He has to go. But here's a long-term approach. My concern is this. We're supposed to be talking about the Broncos game, but that WWL shit just drove me mad. Is that even if they do get rid of Dennis Allen, unless they find a football coach who is a program builder, and those don't grow on trees, bro. Like, that's hard to find. That is hard to find. But, sometimes they got lucky once with Sean Payton. The Texans got lucky with, DeMeco Ryan, John Harbaugh, Jim Harbaugh. Like, unless that person is a program builder, you don't want a situation where you're, I can't even think of the Panthers, owner, Steve, Tepper, David. You don't want to be in a situation where it's David Tepper, and David Tepper is able to hire head coaches just because that head coach is pretty much just going to listen to whatever David Tepper tells him to do. Like, because if Mickey's just able to hire someone that's going to be like a yes man as the head coach position, which I think people don't understand how much of a yes man Dennis Allen is when it comes to the hierarchy of the Saints. This is not a Sean Payton situation where Sean Payton can tell Mickey to go sit your ass down. You don't know shit about football, but you don't know shit about football like I do. I got this. Dennis Allen has not been that since he's been the Saints head coach. Everyone was in my mentions, oh, you're saying that the head coach of the Saints do not have a say of who the starting quarterback? No, yes, that's what I'm telling you. That is what I'm telling you. And it's not just a Saints specific thing. That's a thing that happens often around the league. Even Michael Lombardi today on the GM Shuffle podcast was talking about how basically the reason why Mike Vrabel is no longer the Titans head coach is Mike Vrabel thought that fucking Will Levis was fucking shit, and ownership wanted to sit with Will Levis, and now Mike Vrabel is unemployed. Guess what? Mike Vrabel was right.
100% right. People don't realize how much of the NFL is pretty hierarchy, protecting people's jobs. It's so much of that in the league. I mean, that's pretty much any profession, but it's definitely there. People like to think it's about winning football. Nah, bro, that's secondary to the bad organizations. That's secondary, and there's a lot of bad organizations in the league.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. And Saints, one of them right now. I'm sorry, I love the Saints. I would die with the Saints, but they're a bad organization right now. They just are.
Absolutely.
Man.
Our dude Mark in the chat said the team is stuck in a brutal cycle of subpar coaching, play, injuries, morale, and general mediocrity. I'm beginning to question Mickey's mental state about the situation.
For real, bro.
Either he believes what he's saying, or he's just really good at just like bullshit. Like, not even bullshit. Like, he just got to say it just to say it. Like, I don't know which one it is.
I really don't know, bro. Like, I tweeted out that video from earlier this
Oh, God.
When he was Tom Landry, Bill Walsh. And just watching it again, I was like, this is unbelievable. Just watching it. It's like this dude was off them perks, bro. Had to be off them perks, man. Like, talking about Dennis, like, he just, I don't know. I don't know what to say about Mickey Loomis, but man, this team, it got a lot of things to fix, and it's bigger than just personnel, and it's unfortunate because, they started off this season, it was a show me something different. And they started off showing something different. And I know Loomis is looking at it like he's trying to hold on to that. Like, look, don't forget them first 2 games now. Don't forget now.
Oh, I know.
Got it in us. We still got it in us. Like, this is just the injuries. We just banged up right now, and they are banged up. That is not
offensively. But I think like the thing that with the injuries thing that, but defensively is my thing.
Boom.
Like they're not a whole like you missing what Pete Warner, but you signed Willie Gay because you knew Pete Warner gets injured a lot, and I still don't know why you fucking extended Pete Warner, but I digress. Going into that game, you're missing Will Harris, who was a journeyman safety, not like he's played well in spurts, but a journeyman safety.
Talk about Will Harris, not like
Will fucking Harris, nigga.
People like Will Harris is out. I'm like,
okay,
600 points. 600 yards because of Will Harris. It's like Honey Badger too. Have you watched Honey Badger? Trust me, Honey Badger is a good player and a very smart safety that does amazing things. But you can't tell me Honey Badger ain't been missing tackles like crazy, bro. Like he's.
And here's the crazy thing. Thank you, Chris, for the $10 super chat. Much love.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
I'm gonna try to mute as many of these like just insane sneezes as I can.
My man, suffering right now.
Dedication right here, bro. Dedication. need a Zyrtec, need a Claritin, something. I'm like, bang, but we give it to you, the people. They rushed for like over 200 plus yards. That don't got shit to do with the secondary. Even Bobby Hebert was saying that the people who lead the defensive tackles are secondary players, which means that the interior, the defensive line, and the linebackers are not making plays. And the interior and the defensive line and linebackers largely has been healthy. So you can't even say it's the secondary injuries. Your defense, and we saw this last season, the run defense has been taken a step back consistently for the last 2 years. Guess what?
Yes.
Dennis Allen and Mickey Loomis, especially that 2003 draft, have not replenished the team with talent, and everyone's trying to get out of why this team is bad. Right. I'm not saying that a Brian Branch would magically fix all the issues on the team, but at least you'd have a corner piece on the team. How many corner pieces are there on the Saints right now? Give me actual corner pieces, Ryan. Corner pieces where a head coach who is weighing his options looks at the roster and say, this is a blue chip talent. Absolutely. How many?
I mean, we still got to go back to Marshawn Lattimore, I mean, I still think Alvin Kamara is a blue chip player, but it's getting dicey, bro. DeMario was looking a little old last couple of weeks. I mean, who do you point to? And we talked about this, like going forward. Like, who do you even pay? Who do you have to extend? A Debo? I mean,
Nigga, I asked you because I count everyone in the chat has people saying 5, people saying 6. I'm counting 4.
Who you got?
Lattimore, Olave, Fuaga, and AK. An agent running back. Hard to win like that, bro.
Hard to win, bro. Hard to win.
Anyway, we okay. Let's no Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid ain't got no snaps. Eddie, how you gonna put Kool-Aid in this, bro?
I'll put Eric McCoy in there too, but it's a center. But I put him in there too. He's a great center. Right.
Okay, 5. It's hard to win. Let's actually get into this game. We already going fucking 20 minutes. We haven't even touched the game. The Saints go into this game offensively. You're going to have Spencer Rattler, injured O-line, no Chris Olave likely, no Rashid Shaheed likely. He's going to have Bub Memes, Cedric Wilson, Equifax St. Brown.
We think
Mason Tipton.
Yeah.
AK. Potentially the return to Kendre Miller.
What?
And some tight ends.
Who-wee.
Look, this ain't an agenda thing. This ain't a Derek Carr. I don't care who is playing quarterback. Derek Carr, Jake Hayner, Spencer, it's going to be tough for anyone to win in that. And you're going against a Denver defense who is going to be missing Patrick Surtain, but is still one of the better top 5, top 6-ish defenses in the league.
Right. It's going to be tough, man. Going to be real tough. I mean, you talking about a preseason roster on offense. You know, this is a preseason roster going against starters. Got a banged up offensive line, which we've had for a couple of weeks. Rewatching the game earlier, the offensive line did okay considering, but, you know, it was 2 seconds max. You know what I'm saying? Rattler had to throw, and come the second half, it wasn't even that. Like, it was open season. Like, Todd Bowles was bringing
Open season, bro.
I mean, the defensive coordinator coming in Thursday blitzes more than Todd Bowles. Like, he is going to bring it tremendously. And I don't know what the answer is. I don't know if it's going to be high reads. Like, one thing I noticed about Spencer, you know, the blitzes he really couldn't have an answer for it. I don't know if that's a coaching thing. I don't know if, you know, if some of the routes were longer, so he couldn't really do nothing about it. It was just a lot of mess. They on a short week, they are going to have to prepare for. He going to get killed out there, bro. Like, not even just look good. He going to get hurt.
If they can't have a symbol of running the ball, a symbol of running the ball. One, and this is a big maybe from what I've been told, a big maybe, and he was like limited practice in terms of the practice estimation from today's injury report. They might get Taysom Hill back, maybe.
Hey, man.
And I feel like even if he's back, I'm not even saying he will touch the ball and be an impact. Just him being on the field would help the run game out.
Yeah, no question about it, man. You know, I mean, they really need him back, bro. Like, say what you want about Taysom, but they really need him back. If it just the running game, the short yardage, the what he does to defenses, protection, like everything, like they really need him back. And look, like I said, they're gonna have to find an answer for that blitz, bro, because you don't want to get into a situation. I mean, Spencer had to throw the ball 40 times this past week. You don't want that from 40. Any rookie. I don't care if it's Caleb Williams. I don't care if it's whoever. You don't want your rookie quarterback throwing the ball 40 times in a football game. You just can't do that. Unfortunately, you also need the complement of your defense for that to happen. And I just have no faith that our defense could do that right now. That was the most disappointing thing I've ever seen this past Sunday, to be going on a 3-game losing streak where the defense has cost games the past couple of weeks, and to just lay an egg like that. Adam, they were leading in the second, going into the second half. The Saints were leading. They got a 50 burger put on them. Like, what? How did that happen, bro? And with Sean Payton, you know Sean Payton, bro. Like, look, he on a short week too, so like he won't be able to. You know, it's not like he's gonna have the greatest plan. He's trying to just get out with a win him damn self. You know what I'm saying? He's fighting scratching for wins too, but he gonna have something cooked up. And he gonna run that ball. He gonna run.
You know, absolutely,
run that ball with that quarterback. And he watching that tape. He looking at that tape. He got that thing on the big screen showing his offensive line. Like, boy, we about to run through these boys, and they're gonna be ready to go.
You don't know it. You already know it is. Someone said, Dante said DA is 0-3 against Black Cat coaches / coordinators this season. I don't know why that's funny as hell, but it's hilarious, bro. that black excellence just fucking him up. Someone said, Eddie said, like, the Saints should be sellers at the trade deadline. That's what we were talking about this in the Discord. Like, I was told this today. The only player that people around the league would maybe have any remote interest in is Chase Young. And he got traded last year for, I think, was it like a third? And that was last year. So at this, if he were to get traded, you probably getting a fourth or a fifth. Like it ain't a lot.
That'd be funny as hell. He came here, got money, got his neck healthy. Go get traded for like a 6th round pick or some shit.
To a contender at that, bro. Get traded like the Ravens like circle back around and like, oh, his neck is healthy. Oh, come on, Jason. we got Super Bowl to go to. You said it right. Like Sean's gonna have Devontae Williams and it's like at this point, like it's just the point that until the team as a whole shows me something, I refuse to believe it until I see it. Well, this has been the show me season. Show us all fucking season. We've talked about that week 2 to week 7 stretch. Over and over and over again. In that stretch thus far, they have won one game.
Beat the Dallas.
No, never take it away from me.
Take it away.
No, but the Dallas looks like a bat. No. Don't want to hear it.
Second lining in the street and everything. We had that. You know.
We had a good little discussion in our Discord. We're gonna try to wrap up soon. We had a good little discussion in our Discord, just in regards to, and I've said this on Twitter. I said this on a recap pod. It's going to be almost impossible to evaluate Spencer Rattler on Thursday, but these next depending on how he does, he's probably guaranteed at least 3 more starts, right? Broncos, Chargers, and maybe the game after that. If he can show signs that he is like you're comfortable moving forward with him for the rest of the season, and let's say next season, and this team is picking top 10, right? The fact that you could then shift your focus and not have to draft a quarterback right now they're picking 8, right? You could pick a wide receiver. You could pick, Will Campbell from LSU. You could, and you just don't have to focus on the quarterback position, just from a team building aspect, right? It changes the whole dynamic of the team. I even put if the Saints had the 8th overall pick in the draft, and you could trade for Jamar Chase straight up. Would you do it in a Discord? It was a lively discussion. I was like,
fun to think about.
Just sign T. Higgins. You got a quarterback on a 5th round pick. Just sign T. Higgins.
That's the beauty of having a young quarterback on a cheap deal. Like you could do stuff like that. You're going to have to overpay for Higgins or something like that, but that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like that's fine. You could do that. And man, don't the Saints need a player like that, like a T. Higgins, just a big target? Oh man, I love it, man. Try to get another tight end in there.
Going back to the T. Higgins thing, if you watch a lot of Rattler's tape from South Carolina last season, he was very good. Because I think people misconstrue what 50-50 balls are. People just think that the quarterback are just throwing down the there's an art form to throwing 50-50 balls, and him and Xavier Legette were very in sync of him giving Legette a chance and trusting Legette to go get those balls. Pause. Yep. With T. Higgins at Clemson, that's what he was, bro. Like he was a 50-50 guy. And just team building. Anyway, going back to this game, as much as we expect to see pressure on Spencer Rattler, can we cook up some shit to get to Bo Nix? Can we cook some stuff up? Can we cook some stuff? Can we blitz?
Please.
Can we blitz?
Please. Oh my God. That's what's driving me about. Like, oh my God. The demise of Dennis Allen as a defensive coach is killing me, bro. It's like, what is the point of you? Like, the whole point of this team is good defense, a solid offense. And we're missing a good defense part of the equation. Like, where's that? It is. Cook something up, DA. Jesus. Can we get some blitzes going? Not getting any disruption from the defensive line. I don't want to hear nothing about where they lead his pressures and all that. No,
Please, Lord, no.
I'm talking about actual disruption of the quarterback, hitting the quarterback, sacking the quarterback. Get Alante going, get some cornerback pressures. I mean, the stuff Bowles was sending was wild yesterday, bro. Like, it was beautiful to see just from like a football standpoint.
Yes.
Damn, he bringing that shit, but can we do some of that? Man.
DA said, keep doing what you're doing, just gonna keep chopping wood. Before we get to predictions about the game, let's get to our sponsor. We'll be back, wrap the show up, talk about predictions, talk about some things we would like to see from this game really quickly, offensively, defensively, and then we'll get to predictions. We'll be back after listening to our sponsor, Underdog Sports.
It's the greatest time of the year again. Football is back, and it's here to stay till February. Win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on your favorite player's stats, touchdowns, passing yards, and more.
I love Underdog Fantasy. I used Underdog Fantasy just last week. The pick was so easy to use. Higher, lower on the Bills Dolphins game. So simple. Could not recommend you using Underdog Fantasy more.
Making picks on Underdog is straightforward, and signing up is even easier. Just head over to Underdog's simple-to-use mobile app or UnderdogFantasy.com, sign up with promo code BLOCKPARTY, and Underdog will give you a free pick to use on your first cash pick'em entry, plus up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you deposit. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code BLOCKPARTY to claim your new customer special of a free pick and your deposit offer. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. Arizona, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. That's 1-800-639-8783 or text Next Step to 53342. New York, call 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY or 467-369.
We are back. Dante with a good stat that says Nix has been sacked 9 times this season and has a QBR under 50. Please get to him.
Please.
And this is not me. I'll be careful how I say this because I think people are going to say, "Oh, he's just doing what he's doing, just trying to prop his guy." I would say just watching Bo Nix and watching what I saw. Like, I think Rattler has shown more in one game than Bo Nix has shown most of the season.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. I watched like maybe 2 games of Knicks, but I wasn't like hyper focused, like I was with Rattler. But just some the pure, some things you just can't coach, bro. Like, some things you look at is like, whether it's ball placement, whether it's how the ball come out your hand, whether it's some of the decisions you make under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Some things you just can't coach, and the natural things that Spencer does, it just looks like starter material to me. Now, other things that he does have to work on, the mechanics, the consistency of the mechanics, decisions and progressions, some of the deep ball accuracy, which goes back to mechanics, understanding the blitz. All that stuff comes with time, reps, experience. That's the stuff that comes that just all rookies have to kind of deal with, at a certain level. So we'll see. It's just, Jesus, like, man, we could just start getting a couple players healthy, bro, just so we could start getting like some good evaluations. Because I just couldn't even watch like the second half because it was just like, oh, this is just slaughterfest. Like, it's just nothing to see here in the second half of this game. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully the game could be just a little tighter. That way we could see what's going on. What the hell is this? Would you go?
Okay, so because the way I live streamed it just now we can like integrate it on the thing.
Cool.
So I was just playing around, but this is Eddie. I was just messing around. Would you go offensive line, defensive line, to BPA? Always BPA. It's always BPA. Let's see. I'm going to ask you this. Bajan asked, "Are we going to get fried by Finding Nemo?"
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know about fried, but he's going to make a play. He's
for
going
sure
to make a play.
It's going to be a blown coverage, 40-yard catch, something. We gonna get fried by Finding Nemo and Lucas Kroll. Just cause it's Sean, bro.
Lucas Kroll, Lil
Jordan Humphrey,
A.T. Perry probably gonna come off the practice squad, bro. Like, it's just gonna be like, just come on.
getting beat with our cast outs, bro. And then you gonna have Pete. They gonna show Pete on the sideline, just
smiling, bro.
Just keep bro.
He gonna have a big old play sheet. Just oh man!
Listen, I just for me, my stance as a fan is see what you have in the young quarterback, and if you have something in him, and he's the guy, whatever that means. This season's a win. Like, DA got to go. Like, I want to be clear with that. I'm not saying, like, I don't want DA around Spencer Rattler long term, but if you can tell and glean enough for him that he's the guy to go with going forward, the season, as bad as dark as it may be, because our Discord was in a dark place. Just going back in time, back in the time, way back at the baby, like that's So people keep asking. Oh, that's I don't think that'd be a dope karaoke song.
Oh yeah.
People keep asking if this is like embarrassing. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what embarrassing is to people. Like, I don't know if the Saints win or lose 40-14 on Thursday Night Football, or 50-14 or whatever. If that's going to be enough for Dennis Allen to get fired midseason, and I don't have the answer to that.
I really don't know. It's kind of like when Robert Saleh got fired in London or whatever. Like, sometimes it's just so embarrassing. Like, I saw theories that Woody Johnson was the ambassador to England out there, so he had a lot of his friends there, and he felt embarrassed. Who knows? Like, you talking about billionaires, who knows what goes into? But Sean Payton coming in and dunking on the Saints and going to 5-game losing streak. You never know. I doubt it. I doubt DA gets fired during the season. I highly doubt it unless he gets like really, really crazy, like locker room turmoil. I don't think it's reached that point yet. This game could be the impetus for that,
right?
But I don't see it happening now.
Like I've essentially been told the only reason Doug Peterson ain't been fired yet is overseas.
I could definitely see that happen. They got that one more game next week. Shit, I could
soon as Doug back in the States, bro. Last question as we wrap up. We went a little over 10 minutes over, but no worries about that. Do the Saints get back on track on Thursday?
I would love to see my dude Spencer Rattler go get a dub, but it's hard, bro. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can't predict the win on this one, man. I just can't. I can't see it just with my analytical mind. I can't see it. It's not making sense to me.
My prediction is my prediction is that they will lose the game, but my prediction is also that we will see some flashes that will be like, okay, like there's hope. Like whatever hope looks like, we'll see flashes.
I would love that. I would love that. I would love to see that.
Anyway, thank God we got 62 concurrent viewers on right now. Just do,
on a Monday.
I know on a Monday night. I don't know if the Jets or the Bills won, but we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back Thursday night for the. We're gonna have the Zoom going for Patreons or YouTube members, and then right after the game, you can catch us on NFL Daily, the Thursday Night Football recap pod, and then we'll do the SBP recap pod. Pammy's talking about please get me to an allergist. Pammy, I've gotten allergy shots. I've had the turbinate in my nose burned out 3 times. I will say largely my allergies are usually pretty well in control. Don't know what triggered them today, but they've been awful today. I'm good. I'll be back. I'll shake back. I'm good. But we thank y'all. We love y'all. We have a very, 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 very busy Thursday night full of football stuff. We appreciate y'all just in regards to like all of this, like the growth of the podcast and everything's been great. Mark just told me that the Bills won. So the Aaron Rodgers threw a pick at the end.
Hey,
who you gonna fire? Who they gonna fire now? Anyway, we'll be back Thursday. Join us for a very, very, very busy Thursday night. And we'll see you guys on Thursday in a couple of days. With that, we're out.
Peace.